Taxpayers have to pay for it with their tax dollars.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Something wrong right off the top.
Or they have magic trees and we just don't know about it.
Magic money trees?
Magic money trees.
I think
we don't know.
they do.
They might.
Yeah.
We should have a road trip over there and see.
I think that people are thinking, oh, we're trying to pay students to come to school, and that's not the case.
Detroit Public High School students returned from winter break with a new program to consider if they're struggling with absenteeism. It's called the Perfect Attendance Pays Initiative.
I truly support it because, again, a lot of our students are, they have a lot of challenges.
The way it works, DPSED has designated these 5 two-week periods. If a student comes to school during the designated 2-week periods between January and March, then they'll be rewarded with $200 for each one they complete, potentially earning up to $1,000. Dr. Tanya Norwood, who was with the district for 25 years, including as a principal, applauds the program.
When you're going to school 7 hours a day, you go home, then you have to go and take care of your brothers and sisters. But oftentimes our students go to jobs. So now they're spending 6 and 7 hours at jobs. And then they come home after that. Now they have to cook for their siblings.
They then wake up tired the next day and can easily miss the bus.
And even though, I'm retired now, I still see them outside when I'm dropping my son off. He's in 9th grade, but I take him to school every day, and I see students catching the bus all day.
She says putting money in their pocket can help them pay for bus fare, and it also helps their parents.
But I think a lot of people don't understand. A lot of our kids support their families. They support their families. So it may be a mom that's living by herself. It may be a dad living by herself.
Katie, do you think they'll use the money for the bus?
Yeah, I don't. Again, some of them maybe.
Okay,
but
yeah.
holy buckets,
Some.
$200 for that 2-week period. For the record, I had perfect attendance in high school because I am that big of a dork.
You could have made bank
I
if
could
you
make
were in Detroit.
Bank if I was in Detroit. Like,
Okay,
come on.
Can we talk about Detroit for a minute? First of
Well,
all,
yes.
last year, how many decades do we have to go back to failing test scores and horrific numbers when it comes to the graduation rate and everything else in Detroit when it comes to, quote, education. But last year, 66% of students in this district were considered chronically absent.
What?
Yeah.
Just pause on that. Pause on that statistic.
Let's pause for a minute on that one there.
2/3 of the district students were chronically absent. 2/3.
And what's going on?
You can't. That's not an education system. That's just a revolving door of somewhat daycare.
Yeah.
There's no way that if you have 2/3 of the students in and out, like, how do teachers get anything accomplished with these students? No wonder, obviously, their scores are so low. They can't piece together anything because they're missing so much time.
My question would be, are they passing, these kids that are chronically absent? Are they passing? In 2023, 2024, less than 12% of third grade students, for example, in Detroit public schools were considered proficient in reading. Less than 12%.
Wow.
Could read.
If you're saying less than 12, I'm going to say 10%.
Yeah,
1 in 10. If you're saying there's 30 kids in a classroom because you're claiming every room has 30 kids, that's 3 kids who can read, basically, in third grade who are proficient in reading. Like, maybe if you do the stats that way, that's insane.